You know, if this is what it's like being Tim Allen, driving a sick truck like this, I would totally trade lives with him in a heartbeat. Why do I get the feeling that I have offended a lot of people with that one statement?
Need you to get a monkey off my back, kid. The guy's got a set of wheels in Queens. Need you to take that ride, then break some traffic laws, hit shit, do whatever. I don't care what you do. So long as you attract the attention of the police. So when you give the ride back to my man, they bust his ass for what you did.
Hey there, friendos! Fredo Supreme, the American Dream, back with more Driver Parallel Lines action, and today we are going to be finishing up the tutorial missions of the game. First off, by learning more in depth how the heat mechanics work. If you're wondering why my Woody is so smashed up, it's because I got into a mild skirmish after a failed power slide, and my heat meter can attest to that in many ways. Nevertheless, we shall take this muscle car here, take this Serva, and have a little fun with it. As the game is saying, as long as the police didn't see me getting into a car, then I won't attract any personal heat. Even if the police get super close to me in untinted windows, they won't be able to put two and two together. Let's take advantage of that.
We're a cop when you need one.
Au contraire, TK. There seems to be one at this junction coming up. Alright, time to practice my near-miss skills. Wow. Okay, time for plan B. Get a little bit more direct. Yeah, that worked perfectly. Why was that only one pip? Alright, let's get this guy well in trouble. Get a few vehicular manslaughters in there as well. Maybe smash the window. Yeah, bust a few caps in the public. Make them nice and angry at this guy. And I'm not just talking about the police, I'm talking about literally everybody who got their lives ruined by this vehicle. Yeah, the bumper on this thing seems to be working rather well, and this one cop seems to be really pissed off. Of course, since I crashed into him and also opened fire on civilians, it's semi-justifiable. Alright, let's test the brakes on this thing. Okay, the brakes on this thing actually kind of work well, and I am disappointed with how little damage is on this vehicle. So, let's try and make things a little bit more challenging. And when I say challenging, I mean let's mess this thing up a little bit, so this guy's gonna have a hell of a lot more problems than a lot of heat. Shot out wheel, maybe a few busted taillights even. Here's hoping I don't attract any more police attention on the way back to this guy's parking space. And let's test the drifting capabilities of this thing, really. Okay, even with a busted wheel, it seems to have pretty good drifting abilities, just leans a little bit to the left. It's like Happy Madison. I meant to say Happy Gilmore. Happy Madison is just the name of Adam Sandler's production company. Now, who am I kidding? Why am I going so slow in between all these vehicles? Get a little bit daring. Okay, drifting too? I wonder how many vehicular manslaughter charges I've attached to this thing. Also, whatever this guy went in the building for must be taking a while. You would think there would be some sort of urgency to get back to this nondescript apartment block quickly enough before the guy notices that his vehicle's gone. And exit TK, stage left.
Oh man, my car! Down on the ground!
There's some kind of perverse glee I take in making others take the fall for something I did. You gotta love video games.
Logan!
Nope.
Nicely done! Wow!
started working numbers for Slink, and in return, he kept me sweet. He took me to meet a guy down in Coney. This him?
We've been chewing on grit, and this here is the righteous pearl.
Nah, I don't like him.
Why not?
He's too young.
He's good.
I asked you for a driver, and you bring me a skinny little girl.
Eagle-eared viewers may recognize the Mexican's voice. No, you are not tripping. The Mexican is in fact voiced by Nolan North, doing a Hispanic accent. I wonder what the direction on voicing the Mexican was. Do a Danny Trejo impression, perhaps? If that was the case, then I am 100% down with it. Good job, Nolan North.
What's with the shitty mood?
Please shut the fuck up. You're making me crazy! You know what? This girl's got a date somewhere else. Adios, pal. Hey, don't you walk away from me. I'm offering you fucking work. Thought I was too young. I never said that. Who said that? Sleep? So who's in the trunk? Oh, that's my last driver. Come on, I joke with you. You're a funny guy.
Wow, the Mexican seems like a really interesting person, even if he is a little bit out there in his sense of humor. Yeah. The Mexican, I get the feeling me and him are going to be friends. Especially since he does kind of sound like a pseudo-bootleg Danny Trejo. Don't know why I find that the most endearing thing about him, but it's amusing at least. I like these kinds of bodyworks for the vehicles that don't add a new paint job, but just a few aftermarket parts and whatnot. See, got some nice custom bumpers, side skirts, and a spoiler, and a hood. Is that different from the... Yes, it is different from the stock hood. Yeah, I am liking how the bonsai handles with maximum downforce on both ends and tight springs and extra strength and shocks. And the upgraded brakes, those aren't too bad either. But we don't really have that much time to waste admiring my handiwork and choosing which parts to include on the Bonsai, which, by the way, is a very good starter vehicle, if I didn't mention that already, because we got one more mission to go through in this part. I know it's only 2 missions, but trust me, once we get into the later parts of the game, 2 missions is going to be like a lot of mileage. Pun definitely intended. Damn, zigzagging on a PS2 is, again, harder than it is on a PSP. Damn it, knew I should have taken the alley. Yeah, this ain't exactly too much heat. I can probably shake him in all this thick Queens traffic. Yeah, it seems that one cop seems to be catching up with me a little fast, which is kind of understandable considering how we're on a straight street. Why is it that these streets are always the hardest for me to navigate? How did that cop not notice me doing something wrong? Pretty sure driving over the speed limit a smidge the wrong way, on the wrong side of the road, I mean. Damn it. Pretty sure that is a little problematic. I'll assume his coffee might have been wearing off. Yeah, maybe that was it.
Another chance to strut your driving stuff, kid. An associate of mine owns the Phoenix Auto Body Shop chain. He wants me to acquire 3 cars real quick like. One in the projects, one in Jamaica, Queens, and one in World Fair Park. They got kick-ass security systems, so you'll need to pick up a tow truck from their Jamaica garage first. Make me look good, TK.
And we are about to begin the final tutorial mission. For some reason, it's also a tutorial on how to do one of the many side jobs in the game. In this case, Repoman. No wait, Steal to Order, that's the name of the side job. Repoman is just the name of this mission. And unfortunately, we are about to demonstrate what I'm going to call the first principle of Fredo Supreme. Driving a tow truck in a video game is way harder than it is in real life, because for some reason, the added length of the vehicle you're towing will make the handling on the tow truck suck hard. I haven't done this mission in quite some time, so we shall see if this is any better or worse than, say, driving a tow truck in Saints Row 2. Note to self, download the video, download part 3 of my Saints Row 2 Let's Play, and add that in here at some point. To be fair, the tow truck does handle decently for a vehicle of its bulk. Damn transit system! Man, I wish the transit workers were on strike today. Why can't I back up? Oh right, because I am too busy crashing into everything. Look out, sir. Good. Nice dodge. Okay, just back up slowly. Baby steps, baby steps.
Hey, yo, them is my wheel. This shit's gonna get nasty now.
Yes, it is going to get nasty. Huh. Interesting. Apart from a small bit of lag, the wrecker in Parallel Lines tows vehicles better than the shaft in Saints Row 2. Look out. We got ourselves a pissed-off vehicle owner coming through. See if I can saboteur this like I did that cop in Part 2. Oh, man.
What the fuck is this? It's a lot of effort for a heap of scrap metal.
Well, it's going to be a heap if this guy wouldn't leave me alone. No, I'm gonna try something new next. Holy crap, I actually managed to... No, wait, I didn't kill the guy, and I'm on a magic pixel. Did I actually lose him? I think I did. Yes, 2 more to go, apart from this one burning husk of a San Marino sitting here. I'm going to try seeking out the actual assailant before I tow the vehicle. Maybe that might make things a little easier. But first, let us take a shortcut. I don't know which park in Queens this is. I will look it up later and put the name and maybe a picture of it on screen. Look out, I am working. I don't care that you are on your morning constitutional. I have to do my job. Okay, this is not a river. In case you haven't noticed, I seem to be taking advantage of the wrecker's ramming capabilities a little bit more than I should, actually. And time to do some Operation Repo stuff. TK is definitely more macho than anybody on Operation Repo, including Matt. Oh, hello, gentlemen. What you guys doing sitting in your car like this? Hey guys, have you seen my new camera? Wait a minute, that's not a camera. Wait a minute, did I actually manage to kill one of those guys? I think I did. Yes, I did.
How'd you sleep at night, you freaking parasite? Hey, get the fuck off my car, man! Hey, somebody stop that truck!
No way, sir. I am on a mission. And I'm actually surprised that that actually worked. Could have worked a little bit better had I had the Service 9 weapon. Maybe you unlock it after completing this mission. Okay, I am already doing a lot better. At least this thing is mostly intact, for one.
Hey, that's my ride!
Wait a minute. What's that? Oh, it was probably the car alarm. Maybe that was the kick-ass security system that Slink was talking about. Still, it is kind of interesting to hear the guy complaining about you stealing his car, even though the vehicle that's supposed to chase you is nowhere near you, because in this case I killed the drivers. Yeah, that did seem like a pretty good strategy, and I'm also noticing the heavier fishtailing when you have a vehicle hooked up to the wrecker. Alright, 2 down, 1 to go, and I have a decent stratego. That could have worked a little bit better, and now to make my way to the final San Marino and use that same kind of foresight that I did with the second one that allowed me to deliver it in a near pristine condition. I think I speak for a lot of people when I say, Note to self, never take hands off the controller when you're zigzagging through traffic, especially when you're doing so in a vehicle that weighs more than your average house. That's only a mild exaggeration, but you get the picture, correct? Ah, hello, gentlemen. Why the long faces? Wait a minute.
Looky what's going on here! You want some?
Potentially.
What do you mean? She didn't tell him?
Okay, the guys in the car right here, they have earned the award for most oblivious drivers ever.
Oh man! Now you got me angry!
Wow, that actually worked. I guess the 44 heater is... Okay, I'm guessing the 44 heater is actually very powerful enough to actually kill someone in a single headshot. I should keep that in mind. Or maybe not, considering that the aiming down the sights mechanic in this game is a lot clunkier than it has any right to be, so I figure I'll probably just stick to using the automatics and shotguns, and possibly the explosive weapons. But once again, as awkward as that sneak attack went, I still have the repo car in one piece, and I am delivering it back to Phoenix Autos with pretty much no obstructions whatsoever, therefore making TK more manly than anybody on Operation Repo. I am certain that my dad would agree with me on this.
Nice work, kid. If you ever need extra green, drop by any of our garages. We always got vehicles that need, collection.
Well, jacket like that, you could not show that in a game made nowadays. Also, I still think it's kind of weird that this one side job has a mission that requires you to complete it before any more instances of it show up around the city. Wait, maybe they show up once I get a sufficient distance away from this one. Figure I'll take this wrecker, make it my own, even if I don't really have that much of a use for it. And that Regina from the first repossession is still sitting there. See? There you go. Steal to order. As soon as you complete the Repoman mission, all the Steal to Order missions show up in the free roaming segments. Maybe it was kind of necessary to have a tutorial explaining how the towing mechanics work, since honestly they are a little bit non-standard and almost counterintuitive to a game based around zipping around at high speeds in super fast vehicles, and then all of a sudden you end up driving a super clunky vehicle whose only real positive, other than the obvious, is that it's got good ramming abilities. But seriously though, towing in this game, kind of inefficient when you think about it. I mean, if you see a nice car that you want, why don't you just hop out and drive that vehicle? But I digress. I saw more than a few wreckers on my way over here. The more cost-effective thing to do would have been to just jack one of those and save myself a bit of money clearing heat and repairing this vehicle. However, I am a little bit obsessive-compulsive, and I would like to make it my own by whatever means necessary, since this was the first record that the game provided to me. Something, honor, principle, blah blah blah. Also something kind of interesting, if you have a vehicle saved to the garage and you had its sirens on, or its flashers, like a police cruiser or the wrecker here, then they will still be on when they're in the garage. Alright, now that is a tow truck for me. Red, white, and blue, and it's repping my boy Ray. Can I get any engine upgrades? Okay, no. Okay, so I went for a cruise on my Yamashita 900 searching for a chopper. Not that I actually wanted one, I just wanted one to complete the collection of motorcycles. After a few minutes of that, I decided that I am not going to do that on camera, for I believe that is where we shall conclude for today. I'm Fredo Supreme, the American Dream. Like it if you did, subscribe if you really liked it, and holla at y'all later.